I believe a huge buy the rumor, sell the fact event is playing out in front of all of our eyes right now, widely known, and it's about to hit that event point. So we'll talk about that in this video. And first, I want to say also that if you're in the Peter Leeds Army, we've got a new special thing for you. The Peter Leeds Army exclusive. It'll be me and Stephanie looking through all the stuff that happened in the month before and what's going to be happening in the coming months. That goes out just to Peter Leeds Army members. So if you want to join the Peter Leeds Army, it's not too late. It starts at $3. So let's talk about this buy the rumor, sell the fact event. And it's a premise, and it's all about probability. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I always just give you my opinion. My opinion is that it is very likely to happen. Anyways, a buy the rumor, sell the fact event is happening with the debt ceiling. It's all over the news. Everybody's watching this thing. And they think, generally, in the way a buy the rumor, sell the fact event needs to set up, there has to be a lot of people who think that the outcome of the upcoming widely known event is going to be positive. And then when they act on their beliefs, what happens is that they drive up prices of shares, if we're talking about stocks in this example. But the same thing happens. People are expecting the debt ceiling to be this awful crisis that then got fixed. And they say, what relief. We fixed a problem. And I'll get into that some other time. It's not a real problem. It's all made up. It's distraction. But what happens is that people are more invested. More money is in the markets. And then when the event happens, there's a lot of potential for downside as some of that money pulls back out of the market. And we'll see it play out if my premise does play out. And I'm wrong plenty of the time. You got to do your own due diligence. You do your own investment decisions and analysis. And don't blame me if you follow what I say. I'm giving you my 100% honest opinion, always and only. That's the only thing I've ever given anyone. So this is going to be possibly the point in the following weeks when a lot of investors are going to be selling the news, buying the rumor, selling the news. And what that would look like is that a lot of the recent investments going into the market are starting to pull out and there would be some downside. And we're talking about it playing out in the coming weeks and few months. This might not be a good summer for stocks, in my opinion. When it will be good for stocks is when they do the Fed pivot. The S&P should go up pretty well over the year and a half after the Fed starts lowering rates rather than raising rates. And I just got back. You'll see I'm in the studio now. I took a much needed vacation, and I don't normally take vacations. I work in other places. But this was actually, I was trying to take a vacation. I did a lot of work ahead of time. Anyways, I needed to change the scenery, cleared my head. I'm back. We're going to get rolling now. And while I was on vacation, there's a few comments that really bothered me I want to address. One guy said, if you think that the debt ceiling is like your unemployed uncle and his credit card bills, then you have no business talking about the economy. Thank you. You understand what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to help people see things in a different way, understand things the way that I understand them. And that's why I give an example that is obviously a different thing. It's an analogy or an allegory, or I don't know. It's one of those things. And this one doesn't bother me. People always say, well, the U.S. can't default. They can just print all the money they want to. They can print all the money they want to, but they can't not default. They default through inflation. And you say, well, when does this happen? It's been happening since 100 years ago. The purchasing power of the U.S. dollar has lost 98% of its value over that time. And it will lose another 98% from this point. And that will be caused by the U.S. printing whatever money they need to create. So that's all for now, guys. We love you guys. You guys are so special. And don't forget the Peter Leeds Army exclusive, the special newsletter for people who are in the Peter Leeds Army. Starts as low as $3. That'll start coming out. I'm going to get a graphic made for it. It'll start coming out in hopefully the next few weeks. And it'll be an ongoing thing.